the most famous reindeer of all.
Just
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other...
Hey y'all, what's up? What it do? It's me, Hey Boo. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you haven't subscribed yet, because I know sometimes you gotta get to know a person before you subscribe, and that's okay. But after this video, you're gonna know me and you're gonna subscribe. But welcome. Okay, so don't mind my appearance because yeah, I just wanted to get up and make this video for y'all. So today we're going to be talking about what it's like living in a dorm and what it's like living in an apartment. I already have a video on what it's like what dorm life is like. I will put it in the iCards. I don't know which corner it is, but one of these corners, I will put it up there for you to go check that out. But without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into this video. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna cover is I'm just gonna talk about what life is like in a dorm overall. So living in a dorm, you're closer to everything, meaning when you stay on campus, say you want to go to the cave, you can just get up and walk across campus to go to the cave. Whether you want to, in terms of A&T, whether you want to go to mini cave or the big cave, like you just walk there. So that's one good thing, and that's one thing about living on campus. You're closer to everything. You don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta find a way to campus. Like if you don't have a car, you don't have to worry about, I have to find a way to campus so I can do stuff, you know? So that's one thing about living in a dorm. Another thing about living in a dorm is that you have more restrictions when it comes to the things you can do in your living space. For instance, my freshman year, I stayed in Barbie Hall. So we had restrictions such as visitation. After a certain time, you can't have visitors in your room. Another restriction we had was, another restriction that comes with being in a dorm, you can't, like your living space is smaller. That's also a restriction. Your living space is way smaller than when you're in an apartment. You can't cook or like do anything too fancy when it comes to food because you have no kitchen. And when it comes to like showers and stuff, you don't have your own bathroom. You have to share with other people. And if you're in a community style dorm, you share with the whole floor. But if you're like, for me, I stayed in Barbie, it was suite style. If you're like that, you share with a certain amount of people, but you still have to share a bathroom with other people when you live in a dorm. It's not necessarily bad, it's just one restriction that comes with living in a dorm. But when you're a freshman, you kind of have to stay on campus, so yeah. But for anyone looking to not stay on campus next year, this kind of stuff will help you. But yeah, so living in a dorm comes with restrictions and things that hold you back. So another thing that comes with living in a dorm, you get to meet more people when you live in a dorm on campus, because it's like you can walk out your room and be like, oh, somebody walking out their room too, hey, you know, because you're around more people. You know, like, okay, when you live in a hotel, not live, but like when you go to a hotel, it's like a bunch of people always in there. That's what dorms are like. Like you can always meet more people. And for me, when I was in Barbie, like we had a little lobby area. We would go down there sometimes, be like, oh, hey, new people, meet new people all the time. So living in a dorm, you get to meet more people. And like I said before, you're on campus, so you can also meet more people because you don't have to worry about trying to get to campus. And lastly, about living in a dorm, just to sum this little part up, because like I said, I will link my video to all my living in a dorm life. I will link that in the iCards and in the description down below. But another thing about living in a dorm is you never really miss out on what's going on campus because you're already there. For instance, say there's a little pop-up party or something. Oh, you'll see it like on a flyer in Student Center or something. Like you just be like, oh, okay, we're gonna slide to this tonight or whatever. You already know about the moves and stuff because you're already there. When you're off campus, you have to like see it on social media or go on campus, word of mouth, stuff like that. So yeah. So living on campus, you hear more about what's going on campus, even if it's not parties, like opportunities, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what living in a dorm is like, just to sum that up. So now I'm going to talk about what it's like living in an apartment. So when it comes to living in an apartment, you have a lot of things that are good, bad, all of that. So I'm just gonna get into that. So one thing about living in an apartment is you have a kitchen. So you can cook, you don't have to worry about getting noodles 24/7. You can make real meals. You have a refrigerator, stove, dishwasher, all of that good stuff. So for people who like to cook, this would be right up their alley because I don't have to worry about, I don't have to get frozen dinners 24/7. Like, you can still get frozen dinners if you don't like to cook if you live in an apartment, but like people who want to cook, you have the opportunity because you live in an apartment. You got your kitchen. Just make sure you bring pots to school because you can't do nothing with no pots unless you know how to, because you got an air fryer or like a what's that thing called, a pressure cooker or something. Unless you got something you can finesse and cook with, you need pots. But that is one thing about living in an apartment. You have a kitchen, and when you have a kitchen, you don't have to order food as often. Also, I know for me at A&T, I also have a meal plan. I don't have swipes to get into the cafes or anything, but I do have Flex, so I can still go on campus and eat if I don't feel like cooking here or ordering food or something. So I have fluctuation when it comes to how I want to eat because I live in an apartment. So that's just one thing. Another thing about living in an apartment is you have personal space. Like, I will link my room tour above so you can see how my room looks, how big it is. People always come in here, they be like, your room is big. Like, I'm used to it now, but like when I first got here, I was like, yeah, this is big. But yeah, the room is pretty big. I have my own personal space. I literally don't have to leave my room if I don't want to, unless I'm gonna go to eat or something. But like, yeah, because I have my own bathroom, got closet, all this kind of stuff. Got TV, like, it's an apartment. Personal space, it's better. And I don't have to worry about cleaning up after anybody else. I don't have to worry about sharing a bathroom with nobody. Like, everything is my own. And that is wonderful because I hate a messy person. Like, that is the worst thing ever. And that just, we are grown. Like, how are you being I'm gonna get into the pros and cons later. But yeah, personal space is a plus when it comes to being here. Next thing that is just amazing about living in an apartment is freedom. Like, ooh, like, yes, we're not totally free, but we don't have visitation hours. Like, one time I left my room at 6 in the morning and went somewhere. Nobody was gonna check me and be like, you can't be in here after. No, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't care, but like, I'm here. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing, because we don't have visitation hours and stuff like that over here. Freedom, as in like, we're free to like, we don't have to worry about swiping in to come to the apartment. We don't have to worry about security checking us, like, oh, do you live here? We don't have to worry about stuff like that. Yes, you have to have a parking pass, but like, that's literally minor. But yeah, you're more free when you live in an apartment. Like, yes, you're not totally free because it's still college apartments, but you have more freedom. You have more leeway to do as you please. Because I know for me, I haven't really like, because I know when I stayed in Barbie, it was like, oh, you can't have, because even though Barbie's co-ed, you can't have guys in your room after 12 o'clock. Don't have to worry about that here. Like, if I want, even if it's just a guy friend, if I want him to come over and chill with me, or like he stayed late, I don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta sneak you out. Like, you can just walk out, bye. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, bye. You don't have to sneak him out. You know, you're just more free when you live in an apartment. Another thing that's good about apartments in terms of life right now is like, we don't have to worry too much about like the restrictions that come with Corona and being on campus. For instance, like, I know they had more restrictions when it came to being on campus. Like, they couldn't have visitation and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's different now. I think it's different now, but in the beginning, they couldn't have visitation at all. They had to, like, the dorm, like, everything is just different on campus because of Corona. Like, in an apartment, we didn't really have all those restrictions. Like, I have a roommate and all that. I can have visitors because, like I said before, I have more freedom. But we still have to be safe here. Like, yes, they do testing and all that. We still have to be safe, but we're not totally like, so, you know? I mean, yeah. So, stuff that involves Corona isn't really like, they're not really doing too much in the apartments, because, yeah. And if I didn't want to ever go on campus, so I wouldn't have to come in contact with people and possibly catch corona, I wouldn't have to. Like if I lived in a dorm this year, like I live on campus, so I mean, I'm not saying I would catch it, but you know, like I'm interacting with more people and all that. But yes, I still do go on campus sometimes because I like to eat, or like I just be bored, want to chill up there. But I don't live there, so I'm not required to stay there. If something popping off, I can come back to my apartment and be like, I'm not going back for another 2 weeks. I have that opportunity and that, what's it called? Yeah, opportunity, I guess. I can't think of the word, but yeah, I have that to be able to leave and come as I go. So yeah, living in an apartment. Boom. I'm gonna go through some pros and cons of living in a dorm and living in an apartment. So yeah. So some pros of living in a dorm would be, like I said before, like you're closer to everything. But when it comes to living in an apartment, you're farther and you have to worry about, oh, I gotta get to campus. If you don't have a car, you have to be like, oh, how am I gonna get to campus today? Am I gonna take a shuttle? Am I gonna walk? For me, I don't stay that far from campus, so I can take the shuttle or I can walk. But yeah, so like when you live in an apartment, that's one downside. If you don't have a car, you have to worry about how to get to campus, how to get anywhere really. If you wanna go to the store, all of that good stuff. But I make it work. I be doing what I do. I be going where I go. Yeah, I don't really have to come into that problem too much. Like sometimes I'll be like, dang, I need to go to the store. Find a way. That's really it. Find a way. But yeah, that's one, you know, pro and con, kind of. It's a pro for dorm life, a con for apartment life. So yeah, another pro would be, another pro living in an apartment is that you have your own bathroom. Yes, I don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta like wait for space to clear up. I gotta wait for somebody to get out. I gotta go at this certain time because I know it's gonna be clear. Like, no, I could get up and take a shower at 3 in the morning if I felt like it. I could take another one at 5. I could take one at like 6 p.m. I could take one at, like, I really don't have to worry about stuff like that because it's my own bathroom. Have a sink, all of that. Like, I can shower with the door open. Even though I don't do that, that's weird. Cause like somebody, I don't know how you feel like somebody gonna walk in on me. Even if my door is closed and locked, somebody gonna walk in on me. But yeah, I don't do that. But and I'm a clean person, so cleaning up does not bother me. I like cleaning. Like, that's actually what I'm gonna do after I finish this video. I'm gonna go clean up. But yeah, having my own bathroom is so amazing because when you live in a dorm, you gotta share with people, and people are nasty. Like, I know me last semester, people leave pee on the toilet seat. Like, how you do that? Well, you didn't even have decency to wipe it up. Like, oh, I don't have to worry about that here. Like, if I mess up something, I can clean it up. And I know it was me that did it. Like, you know, I have my own bathroom. Beautiful. The problem will be when it comes to living in an apartment. When it comes in terms of decorating, I can do what I want. I don't have to worry about, oh, I have to use this or that because I don't want to mess up the paint on the walls. No. Like, no, because I hung this up with thumbtacks. I couldn't do that in Barbie. I hung this up with thumbtacks. I got my other stuff hung up with command strips just because it's easier. But yeah, like my decorations, I didn't have to worry about restrictions and them telling me, oh, you can't do this, or like all of that. And yeah, another thing about living, another pro and con, interchangeable type thing. When it came, my bed is bigger. My bed is way bigger in here. I have a full-size bed. I went from twin XL to a full-size bed. And the apartment I stay in, it came with a desk, a chair for the desk, and dressers. Like, they gave me all that kind of stuff, so I don't have to worry about none of that. And we also have a washer and dryer in our apartment. Like, when you live in a dorm, you have to worry about like going to the washer and dryer because it's limited down there. It's like 3 or 4 washers and dryers, and if it's full, you don't have to worry about waiting on people to take their stuff out the washer and dryer. Like, I'm washing clothes right now, but I just walk out my little room, walk to the kitchen, and then boom, wash and dry. Let's wash some clothes. I don't have to wait for nothing. Cause I know that used to be terrible when I stayed on campus. Like, somebody would always leave their clothes in the washer, and it was like, dang, I don't want to be that person with nobody clothes, so I just wait, or I'm gonna look in the other one. But that would blow me. Like, okay, did you not set a timer? What are you taking so long for? Like, come get your clothes. If you knew you was gonna go do something, you should have waited to wash clothes another day or like later on. So yeah, that is one thing. It comes with washers and dryers, and they give you furniture when you live in an apartment. Living in a dorm, yeah, they give you furniture too, but that washer and dryer situation is different. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys in this video. The way I outlined it was kind of interesting. So yeah, but if you have any more questions, or if you like a part 2 to this video, just comment down below. Let me know, because I will gladly make one. I do not mind doing that stuff for you guys. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure you turn on the notification bell. That way you get a notification every time I post a video. Sorry that these videos are coming so slow. You know, it's just crunch time. And yeah, life is a little crazy in terms of school. They're so loud when it comes to them cars. Like, what are you doing all that for? But yeah, and we getting on up there with our numbers. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for doing all y'all do, because you know, I love it. And I respond to everybody's comment. If it's something I respond to, I either like it or respond to it. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a comment if you have any more questions. But yeah, without further ado, I love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it,